Hello, here is my update from my April challenge. It's now May, so the challenge is all complete. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't record a lot of it. I wanted to put all of my focus into this challenge to try to get as much of it done as possible. Now, at the beginning of the challenge, did I think I was going to 100% it? Kinda, yeah. Did I 100% it? No, I did not. If you didn't see my video on making the April challenge, basically I was inspired by 75 hard, but was too scared to do 75 hard. I checked out 75 soft for a second, and honestly, drinking a gallon of water is what deterred me from 75 soft. I don't think I could do it. I maybe had like 3 glasses of water today. I should probably work on that. But here's what I did with my challenge to make it a little bit easier for myself. Number 1, 10,000 steps a day, because that is what everybody says that you should get in a day. Number 2 was to do 5 workouts a week. Number 3 was to follow a diet, and I decided to continue with intermittent fasting because I've been doing it for a while. I've enjoyed it, and I thought that I could 100% that. And the last thing was to do a hobby for 10 minutes a day. And my hobby was doing art, drawing, painting, anything art related counted towards this one. So at the beginning, I did do an update after the first week of this challenge, and I was not doing well. I was sick. I had my period. I just did not want to do it. And looking at my results here, you can tell that week 1 was my hardest week. But let's go through each category, and I'm going to talk about my experience throughout the entire month. So the first thing was 10,000 steps a day, and I got 22 out of 31 days completed. This became my main focus right away. I was constantly checking my Fitbit to see where I was at with steps, how I could get more steps in. I was moving the entire day. I don't think I've walked this much in my life consistently. So I am kind of surprised looking back at all of this that I only got 22 days out of 31 days. Like, I felt like I was moving like crazy. I don't know what I could have done to make this better. I would say I got about 7,000 steps done just doing my daily life, cleaning, cooking, taking care of children, blah, 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 blah. And then the remaining 3,000 steps I made sure to get by going on the treadmill, by going for walks when it was nice out. I would pace constantly. I was looking at my Fitbit stats, and I noticed that on April 11th, I got under 3,000 steps. And I feel like I should remember why that happened. Because it's like I get 3,000 steps around noon, 11 o'clock-ish, pretty easily without much effort at all. So I don't know what happened on April 11th, if maybe my Fitbit was dying and I needed to charge it. I don't know if I slept that entire... I feel like I should remember if I slept that entire day. I don't think I did. And I don't think I was sick anymore. By the 11th, I think I still had, like, my cough. I still have a little bit of a cough. It's been a month. I'm talking about it, so I feel like I need to cough. Anyways, looking at my Fitbit data, I averaged for the entire month 9,801 steps. So I think the average is really good looking at that rather than looking at the 22 out of 31 days getting it, because I got close. Every single day I got close. And there were a few days there where I got like 13,000, 14,000 steps. Some days just were better than others. Now, the 5 workouts a week was probably my second priority when I was thinking back to how I prioritized each of these things on the list for the month. And out of 23 days that I was required to get a workout in, I did 19 of those days. So I only missed 4 workouts. I think that first week really put me back because I missed most of my workouts that week. And then there was like a week here and there where I had 3 rest days instead of 2. It happens. Although the second week, I did 7 workouts. I remember that week. It was like I had so much energy. I was so motivated. I wish I would have just had that motivation throughout the entire month. But, you know, you get tired. You have to rest every once in a while. My cat, he's chilling. And also, I think if I had counted the amount of times that I got on the treadmill to do walks to get my steps in, or if I counted me going for walks outside as like workouts, then I would have definitely exceeded the amount of workouts I needed to do. But I decided not to count the workouts that I was just getting my steps in. So if I got on the treadmill and I went for a run, I would count it. But if I got on the treadmill and I just did a walk, I didn't count it. So maybe I should have just ran a little bit. My favorite exercise was probably doing Ring Fit Adventure, and you're probably sick of me mentioning Ring Fit Adventure on this channel because I did it so much this month. Within the past week or so, I have been doing some more different exercises. Like I started running on the treadmill, and I'm interested in starting a couch to 5K. I don't really believe that I'll be able to do it because I'm dying after about a minute of running, and I can't imagine running for longer than a minute straight. And I also bought a couple of dumbbells and started doing some strength workouts. I just searched on YouTube strength workouts and I've done a couple. My legs hurt for a couple of days, which I was surprised by because I have pretty strong legs. I didn't think those would be the thing that would, I thought my arms would hurt first because my arms are so weak. You can't tell because I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but trust me, they are the arms of a weakling. So those are the workouts that I've been doing. Next to the diet, and I would say I'm the most disappointed that I did not 100% the diet. I know I've been saying that for every single section so far. Like, I should have 100%ed it. I should have. I did not 100% any of these. But I felt like intermittent fasting would be the easiest one to do because I decided to do 16-8, which is basically just skip breakfast, don't eat late. That's it. But I did go to my mom's house and I spent the night over there and we had different family functions going on and I broke my fast. I wanted to eat. I wouldn't necessarily even say any of it was because I was hungry. It was just because social stuff. So out of 31 days, I was able to complete 25 days of that. I do love this diet, and I think I could start doing better with it because I'm still eating whatever I want. And I need to fix that. Like, I'm going to do intermittent fasting, and I'm going to try to start eating healthier. That's what I'm going to do in May. And the last thing, which was the lowest priority for me, was to do my hobby for 10 minutes a day. So to do art for 10 minutes a day. And I actually was kind of surprised that I got as many days as I did. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than this. I got 14 days out of 31. I thought it would be 10 or less. So most of the art that I did was digital. I did it on my iPad. I did 2 drawings and I decided to count my thumbnails because they needed to get done, and their art, they count. I think I would have gotten maybe like 5 days total if I didn't count my thumbnails. I also did 1 painting, and I wish I could have done more, but with my 2 kids, I just can't paint when they're around because, you know, it's a nice idea that we sit and we just paint together and it's just a calming, nice family experience. That doesn't happen. No, my kid will want to add to my painting. And while I love his artistic choices, I would like to make my own. I don't want him to add to mine. So I only did my painting when I had free time, which was 1 time. Every other time that they took a nap or they went to bed or I didn't have them for some reason, I was trying to get steps in or I was trying to get my workout in. So this was a very low priority, the hobby was. I've been very focused on exercise and my diet just because I want to lose weight. Simple as that. And doing my painting wasn't going to make me lose weight. Going into May, I think I'm going to continue a lot of these, like the 10,000 steps a day. I want to do, but I don't want to focus my entire life on it because I feel like my brain was thinking, oh, if you do this, it'll get more steps in. Oh, if you do that, steps, get on the treadmill, get some steps in, get some extra steps in right now so you can go to bed early tonight, stuff like that. Like today, it is 7:30 and I am at 7,362 steps. And I'm not going to push myself to get to 10,000 today. I have not been feeling great today. I also want to make time for other things that won't get me steps, like doing my art and doing my strength workouts. Those don't get as many steps as some of my other workouts, but I still want to do them because I've enjoyed the ones that I've done. And I've also heard that strength workouts are what are really going to help you start losing weight. So I want to get started on that. So I'm not going to freak out over steps, but I'm going to try, if that makes sense. As for working out 5 days a week, I'm going to work out as often as I want to, as often as I feel like. And I feel like that is going to be a lot more often now than it was before because I'm really starting to enjoy working out. I like the feeling after the workout. I'm starting to enjoy the feeling during working out, oddly. I sleep so good at night. I don't know. I'm enjoying working out. Even if I'm not necessarily losing weight working out, if I'm just gaining muscle, if the workouts are starting to get easier, I'm going to continue doing it. I enjoy working out. It's nice. I'm still enjoying intermittent fasting. I think it's one of my favorite diets. I don't even know if you can really call it a diet, honestly. I kind of just did because my challenge required a diet and I liked that one the best. I think I'm gonna start incorporating more vegetables and some fruits and try not to eat as many bad things. This has been the biggest hurdle for me is just eating better. It's just hard because I like the foods that I like, and there are a lot of foods that I'm a picky eater. It's hard. Now the hobby requirement was more stressful than it was helpful. I thought when I made that requirement that it would force me to do art and it would make me feel better because I've been wanting to do art for a while. But really, by the end of the day, I was just stressed because I knew I wasn't going to get that done. I just wanted to go to bed. I didn't want to do art. So I don't think that I'll make that a requirement for myself throughout May, but I think that I will try my best to at least once a week find a minute, do a little drawing, doodle, and mostly I want to paint. And that's the hardest thing for me to find time to do. And I think I should really just try a little bit harder to find time for painting. But yeah, that's how my April challenge went. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to do a lot of it into May. Overall, I'm just feeling a lot better. I don't know how to describe it. I feel good throughout the day. I feel energized throughout the day. I feel when I go to bed, I go to bed. There is no issues falling asleep at all anymore. My brain feels so much clearer. Thoughts are working until I turn the camera on, then thoughts just stop working. I don't think that has to do with my health at all, though. I think that's just me. And I want to lose weight, which brings me to my final point. I am not giving you any measurements, any weight results in this video because I got my period. And during my period, I never weigh myself because I know that it's just going to make me feel sad. My emotions are already bah, and then my weight is already pff, and so no measurements today, but there will be a part 2 to this video where I go over that. So I will see you then. Bye!